Hello and welcome to a tutorial video on sending direct mail with ZAP Post. So we'll start off in the ZAP app dashboard. Here you can head to the Academy and watch more videos in the series. You can start a new submission or add a new campaign. I'm going to do exactly that by clicking here. We're then taken to the wizard. So here I can browse all of the different paper types, comparing them and choosing from letters, mailers, postcards, handwritten notes and occasion cards. I can also choose if I want to do a UK or a US campaign. I think I'll go with the A5 postcard. On the screen, you can browse all of the different templates for your data. You can pick one here, such as the abandoned basket, VIP, or a wishlist reminder, or you can start from scratch to preview this campaign's fields. So this is the list of all of the customized fields that are available for the template. We've got first name, company name, address, lots of things you'd expect to pull through to personalize your mail. At the very bottom, you have the option to add your own custom field. But today I'm going to proceed as is because I like the look of all of these fields. Now I need to name my campaign and then we are ready to get designing. Okay, so that's my campaign all set up. We've got the campaign name, the paper stock, if I want to add some sample data, the date I set it, and then now we drop down and I can edit the ZAP design. So we're now in the designer and it is super easy to create your design in 5 or 10 minutes. You can drag and drop images, add your text, pull through any variables for personalization, add QR codes, really brand it to your business. On the right-hand side of the designer, we've got some help documentation and guides for when you're designing. There are also PDF and InDesign templates to help you along the way, and we've answered lots of queries and best practices here too. That said, myself and the team are always available on live chat should you have any particular questions. On the left-hand side, you can see there is a front and a back that I can add content to. I can also rotate my canvas, and it's worth noting when printing, this is flipped on the short side, so bear in mind your rotation here. The designer already blocks out certain areas where you can't place your content. Don't worry about these, just when you proof your design, you'll see that that is where the address will be printed. I've added some demo content so you can see how everything works. I'm going to upload an image, and for that I'll be dragging and dropping from my desktop. So my logo is in the folder now and I just need to add it to the canvas. There we go, quickly resize it down, reposition it, and that was an image uploaded. Okay, so say we want to change the text in these fields. I'm going to double click on it, simply change the text, and then click off. Change it in this box as well, and we're all good. Back over on the other side, if I hit the preview personalization switch at the top, I can go through lots of different examples of names. So it's a great way to see your custom variable pull through with examples in the data. Errors also pop up to tell me that that text box is breaching the edge. So I need to just nudge it in and we're all good again. As you'd expect, a text box can be formatted however you like with different fonts. We can upload our own fonts here, and that is super simple with a click to upload or browse from your folders. I can change the line height, the text size, the alignment, the color, the weight, absolutely everything is editable. I've now added a tracked QR, which means I can easily add campaign parameters to the URLs so that I can measure the campaign success up in the insights area. As you'll see, this generates a UTM tracked link so that I can keep an eye on all of the events that happen once my campaign is out in the wild. With that in mind, I think it's time I run a proof. A proof is like a practice run to see how things will compose, so pulling through different variables, how my imagery might look. It's really good to run a proof every now and then, circulate it with your team, and just check that everyone is on the same page. It only ever takes a couple of minutes maximum. Then you're presented with some options to view your proof and give it a once over, check your different options, different variables that are pulling through. If you remember the markups I previously mentioned, such as the returns matrix and the address panel, these are pulled through in your proof so you can see how those will behave in real life. Perfect. So you can now make more changes if you like, or you can proceed with publishing. Now that's the green button, and you essentially just go through the same proofing process I just showed you, but at the end of this time, you have to sign off on the proof and say that you're happy with it all. So I'm ticking the box, I've reviewed my proof and I'm happy to proceed. Here is an overview of my published campaign, and we're on to the next level now. There are a few ways to assign data to your campaigns, so I'll walk you through those now. Firstly, you can download a CSV template, which is a great guide for formatting your data into columns. From there, you can upload a CSV for a one-off send. Picking a scheduled send date from the list, you'll see the estimated arrival for your mail, and you can add any seeds here too, which means you'll receive the mail as if you're another contact in the list. I'm dragging and dropping a CSV here that I know is going to fail, so you can see how an error might bounce back. 10 uploaded and 10 errors. By downloading the report, I can see what went wrong, rectify it, and re-upload. I'm choosing a different send date because perhaps I changed my mind this time. The CSV gets uploaded, and there we go, no errors. I can now map my fields. Most are auto-matched based on header recognition. But here I can manually point any remaining campaign fields to the right column from my uploaded CSV file. This all looks spot on now, so I can review all of the details of my campaign and send the submission. So another way to send data for this campaign is via one of our many integrations. Instead of the CSV box, we'll click this one. And for this demo, I'll show you how to connect with Klaviyo, but we're connected with so many platforms such as Bloomreach, Ometria, Braze, and Digital. You can also opt for a connector such as Cycler or another of our third-party integrations. We're always adding more too. Our Klaviyo integration really is no more than 5 clicks. I'm taken to Klaviyo to log in, I grant access, and we're redirected back. It has all connected successfully. In the submissions section, I can see the 10 I submitted earlier via CSV upload are present and correct, but I'll continue showing you the Klaviyo option. Back in campaigns, I'll click Send Data again. As Klaviyo is connected, I can now browse my lists and segments. Selecting the top one, I can map its fields like before and reassign any that are missing the data source fields. With that all complete, I can continue to review and confirm this Klaviyo list for use as my campaign's data source. I want to run you through this screen. It's where your submissions live whilst they're processing. You can see how many records in total, how many get rejected, and how many ZAP credits you get back as a result. When you submit data, we run frequency checks to balance engagement and avoid oversaturation. We also do path checks, which verify, correct, and format your customer addresses against the official Royal Mail path database. Finally, we also do deceased and gone away checks, which remove the records of those that have moved or passed away. Okay, so now my campaign has been printed, posted, and is landing on doormats in homes. Let's take a look at what's happening. This is our insights area, and it gives me an in-depth breakdown of what every recipient is doing online when they receive my mail. At ZAP, we call these events. Not only do you have ROAS here, you also have CPA and the revenue per ZAP. This area is your sales gold. We can also see their QR scans as events here too, and remember you'll have this in your Google Analytics if you use Attract QR. We can also attribute a sale back to this campaign send with 2 matchback attributions to dive into. First is address, and this is based on if there's been another order at a postcode level. So perhaps another member of the household or a neighbour down the road. And for that reason, you can also check customer attribution, which matches back to the customer profile in Klaviyo, for example, enriching your CDP with all of this event information. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, our team is always happy to help. So simply get in touch via the live chat in the ZAP app. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.